I'm Batman.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me! Who's got you?
Mr. McGee, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
I'm a doctor. But probably not the one you expect.
I'm Captain Kirk.
Welcome everyone to this special Geek This Week video. As I'm sure a lot of you are at home stuck due to this pandemic and probably going out of your mind trying to figure out what you're going to watch, so many options and everything. And if you're a Doctor Who fan, you probably know that the BBC has recently been releasing some of the Doctor's various seasons complete on Blu-ray. And here in the States, they've been doing it by the actor and what year the actor was in. And the Doctor Who Blu-ray we're going to look at today is Sylvester McCoy's third year as the Doctor, season 26 as it is labeled in the UK. Why they're calling it differently in the US than in the UK, I don't know. I'm not sure how they're labeling it in other regions like Australia. This is a 7-disc set. I'm not going to go over each story that's in this video synopsis, but there's 4 stories from season 26, or season 3 of the Sylvester McCoy Years. Battlefield, Ghostlight, The Curse of Fenric, and the very final Doctor Who serial story, Survival. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to talk about the special features that's on this disc and if it's really worth the price of getting this. It just depends on if you're a Doctor Who fan or not. So let's get started by opening it up, and as you can see here, there are 7 discs in here. Now you're probably saying to yourself, why 7 discs if there's only 4 stories in the set? Well, that being Battlefield and The Curse of Fenric are 4-parter stories. Ghostlight and Survival are 3 stories, or 3 episode story parts. So on disc 1 is Battlefield. Now, one of the special features in this set is what's called an omnibus. And an omnibus is basically, I guess, a UK term, I'm not exactly sure, where they take a Doctor Who story and just re-edit it into like a feature-length movie, TV movie. They did this for 2 stories on this Blu-ray set, and that being Battlefield and The Curse of Fenric. Basically, what they did is instead of repeating the cliffhangers like they do in episodes 2, 3, and 4, etc., to the very final episode of the story, they just took out the repeats of the climaxes and just edited it all together into one story. Now, for Battlefield and The Curse of Fenric, there is what they're calling the VHS version. And I don't know why they call it the VHS reversion, but it's basically called VHS Reconformed. So all the stories on here have the making of for each story. There's a lot of new content that was done for these stories. They did one writer's room where all the writers of each of the stories and the script editor for Doctor Who all sat down and talked about each story and their recollections of writing the story and such. There's a lot of other special features on here. There's a nice one-on-one interview with Sophie Adler, who plays Ace. Also, there's a really interesting documentary with the man who was the head of the BBC at the time, who basically was the one who made the decision to cancel Doctor Who. Others is there's another nice documentary on here called Showman. It's the life of John Nathan Turner. John Nathan Turner was the producer of Doctor Who from Tom Baker's final year as the Doctor all the way to the final season of Doctor Who and such. And there's, of course, there's behind the scenes studio footage, and some of it gets just really tedious. Basically going through camera shots and recordings. I think the Ghost Light is the really one that I just struggle. I fell asleep during it a couple of times. That's how bored I got with trying to watch the studios. All the stories have photo gallery of stills from the episode, behind the scenes stills and such. There's a lot of great information on here. There's a nice tribute to Nicholas Courtly, who played Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart, from Unit. Made his appearance in the Web of Fear as Lethbridge Stewart, and he was Battlefield was his final appearance at Courtly's final appearance as the Brigadier in the classic Doctor Who. So now let's get to the price of this. This in the US runs about 60 bucks, depending upon where you get from. You might be able to find it cheaper on Amazon. I know the last time I looked at Best Buy, it was like, I want to say $35. Yeah, I paid full price. But I don't regret it, because with previous Doctor Who's that were released on Blu-ray, they were out of stock, sold out, and I got lucky and was able to get the Colin Baker season 2, his year 2 on Blu-ray, and you know, that was hard to get. So anyway, so if you're a Doctor Who fan and you want the complete set, you want to have all the stories, the Blu-ray sets is the best way to go. If you like behind the scenes, the documentaries and stuff, this is a must-have, because this has all the documentaries that are going to be on the DVD, individual DVDs for the stories, plus the brand new content. Like I was saying, the writer's room, you've got nice recollections with the actors, Sylvester McCoy, Sophie Adler, talking about their times. Like I said, Showman, the life of Jonathan Turner. Behind the sofa, yes. What the behind the sofa is that the actors will sit. They're sitting on a sofa, an actual sofa, and they're watching the episode or the story, and they're giving their thoughts and recollections about the actual stories. And some other Doctor Who actors also sit in and watch the story and give their thoughts and opinions on it. For example, Janet. Oh crap! I'm going to mispronounce her name. Finland. I hope I pronounced it right. Nissa. No. Tegan. I got them mixed up. I'm sorry. Tegan, and then Sarah Sutton, who is Nissa. I'll get it straight. And Annie Wicklands, I think I'm pronouncing her last name right. She played Polly. She was the final companion for the first Doctor, and she was the first companion for the second Doctor, along with Ben. So, really good special features. I love it. You find out a lot of unique stuff. Sophie Adler tells a great story about the one scene she filmed in Battlefield where she almost drowned during the filming of the scene, and if it hadn't been for Sylvester McCoy, she might very well have. So it's very good to watch. Like I said, all this, if you're just going to get the individual, if you're just one of those that likes certain stories and you only want the certain stories, then the DVD is going to be the way to go. But if you're wanting it on Blu-ray, you want the high definition, the only way to get it is in the box set. So, now, how do I rate this? As far as stories go, when I watched them the first time, by the time Sylvester McCoy's Years as the Doctor came out, PBS here in the States pretty much, or at least my PBS, pretty much quit airing Doctor Who. So my memories of Doctor Who is Tom Baker, Peter Davison, and then a little of Colin Baker. But when I initially watched these on Netflix, which the only Seventh Doctor story that was on Netflix was The Curse of Fenric. I wasn't that impressed with it at the time. But now going back and watching the complete set, I get a new appreciation of it. It's I think this is the season that Sylvester McCoy really comes into his own as the Doctor. Ghostlight for me it's just a hard story to follow. I watched it twice, and I'll be honest with you, I still don't get it. I gotta go back and watch it again. It's one of those stories you really have to watch over and over again to get it. The Curse of Fenric is a very, very well written story, and it's very good, and it focuses more on Ace than it does the Doctor, which is good. Actually, a lot of these, the final three stories, Ghostlight, Curse of Fenric, and Survival, really more on Ace than the Doctor himself. So, like I said, if you're one of those, you just like certain Doctor Who stories, then maybe going the DVD route is the best way for you. But if you want all the stories, the best way to do it is buy the Blu-ray set, because if you think about it, what you're going to pay and getting the individual stories is going to equal or be more than what the Blu-ray set's going to cost you, and you get all these extra special features with it that you're not going to get on the DVD sets. Now, with the DVD sets, they are reissuing the DVD sets, but they are made on demand. You can tell easily that they've been just copied over, because on my Blu-ray, when you hit play, it comes up and it looks like this was burnt from a computer. And you can tell that the labeling's not screen printed on the disc. It's just a label that's been put on the disc. The reason why I know this is that I bought the second Doctor story, The Invasion, which is an amazing story, by the way. But I've decided that I'm not buying individual stories on DVD, knowing that they're going to be available on Blu-ray, and I'd rather have the Blu-ray set. So I will be reviewing the other Doctor Who Blu-ray sets because I have them all. And I know here in the States in June, Tom Baker's, his third year as the Doctor, which would be season 14 in the UK, will be coming out on Blu-ray. Now that one I'm really looking forward to, because it has two final stories for Elizabeth Sladen, Sarah Jane Smith, and the introduction of Louise Jameson as Leah. And it has some amazing stories in this set. One in particular that I really, really like. It's one of my, I have to say, one of my top three Tom Baker stories is The Talons of Wing Chin. And it's a very controversial story, but that's for another video. Anyway, like I said, it all determines down to whether or not you like having all the episodes or not. Like I said, check around. I have to say probably Amazon would be your best bet if you're wanting to find a good deal. Otherwise, you can try Best Buy. They may not have it on sale anymore, but you can try Best Buy. Also, another site that I order my DVDs and Blu-rays from is deepdiscount.com. That's another great place to check it out. So, anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to do some more, like I said, reviews, because we're all stuck at home. So, but before I finish this video, I'm going to give you some news. Recently, Pensacon just announced that they are finally putting on their VIP passes on sale. They're going to go on sale this Monday to previous VIP pass holders, and they're going to get an email that's going to allow them to purchase theirs. That's 24 hours in advance. The VIP passes, if there's any left over, will go on sale to the public on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central Time, I believe. Check their Facebook page to verify that. Don't take my word for it. Check their Facebook page to make absolutely sure. Now, one of the questions is we don't know what is going to be happening in the world with the pandemic. Right now, here in the U.S. at least, some states are opening up, and they got different guidelines. Well, one thing that is standard is that the CDC has extended the social distancing guidelines, and we have no idea when those are going to end. Now, I did ask Pensacon about this on Facebook through a private message, and they told me that if the situation requires, they will follow the CDC guidelines. So the question is let's say there's a second wave of the COVID-19, like the doctors are expecting, then it's very highly possible that Pensacon 2021 might be canceled. We just gotta wait and see. Now, for me, I'm going to err on the side of caution and go ahead and buy my pass. Be prepared to go, but if I don't get to go, then I'm out the pass. But at least I know in 2022 I can get my VIP pass and it's no problem. So anyway, that's just a total different thing that I want to throw out there because I had just gotten that news on Friday. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. And like I said, if you're a Doctor Who fan, check this out. As you can see here, I'm putting this up, that I did get to meet Sylvester McCoy and Sophie Adler, the 7th Doctor in Ace. I met them, I want to say Pensacon 2017, but I really had a good time. And I did ask Sylvester McCoy if he was happy with his regeneration that he got in the Doctor Who TV movie. He said he was satisfied with it, so that was nice to know. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you guys are staying safe out there, and we'll catch you soon.